USDC, which is the second largest stablecoin depegged from the dollar. Silvergate Bank is shutting down their operations and is liquidating all their assets. And you're probably wondering what's the next for the crypto markets. Stay tuned in this video and I'll address few different analytics which will tell us where we're heading next. Hello guys, my name is Željko and welcome to Unsymmetry. So I realized that maybe I should start posting market updates more frequently, especially in the uncertain situation as we are currently in. So I prepared a few charts and few data through which I wanted to go to see where we are heading next. In my opinion, I noticed that everyone is claiming that we are going down to 10, 12k. I see it in the future, but not in that near future. So let's go on the charts. So the first thing that I wanted to address is the Bitcoin chart. And if we take a look at it, we can see that we are currently holding a support at 50-day moving average. And like from here, I see two possible scenarios. I know that majority of the people which I watch are like super bearish and they expect us to drop to 10, 12k in the future, few days, week or something like that. But I don't see us going that low in the next scenario since there are so many factors that are showing us that we are oversold currently. So one of the possible scenarios that I expect is that we either drop to 18.6k, hold that and reverse to 21k. I'm not sure if we're gonna break down from here and go further down, or we're gonna break the resistance and hold it as support and then move up higher. But like one of the things that I see happening in the future period is liquidating all the short positions which are building over time, and the longer that we spend in this zone, the more positions gonna be built and there will be more possibilities for further liquidations. The other possible scenario, since even many bad events happened recently, we are still not falling that hard. Maybe we are falling drastically for people that use 10, 20, 50x leverage on futures. But in general, this is not even that huge decrease in price if we compare it with the events that we are experiencing currently. So the other possible scenario is that we immediately go to 21.3k and then again we can either drop maybe further down or we can hold it as support and continue going upwards. One of the indicators that I like to use is the stochastic RSI, and if you take a look, usually when we fall in a range from like 10 to 15 stochastic RSI or even lower, that was the best time to buy Bitcoin previously. So we can see it happening in 20 December, we can see it happening like in this area, especially once we have a cross, it usually signals as a good buying opportunity. So in majority of these scenarios. So maybe not immediately, but like after a few days, we always had a spike upwards. And we are already in this range for a while, so I would expect us to go maybe we're gonna have like sharp decline down a bit more to 18.6k, but after that I expect the reversal. The second thing that I wanted to address is the Bitcoin dominance, and I can hear many people claiming that the Bitcoin dominance is going like sharply down and that the Bitcoin is dropping much faster in comparison to altcoins, but that's not actually the truth, because if we eliminate stablecoins which are actually accumulating drastically because people are expecting us to go more down probably, like if we look into the Bitcoin dominance without the stablecoins, we can see that it's actually constantly going up still, and I expect that to go up until we have like some larger pullback. The dominance that is also increasing is Ethereum dominance, and we can see that the altcoins are actually decreasing. Usually the upper line is one that excludes stable coins, as here, here and here, and the lower one is the one that includes stable coins. And sometimes you will see different data because This one compares directly Ethereum and altcoins and Bitcoin, and this one and this one. While if you include stablecoins, you get slightly different data, and we can see that people are like, in the last few days, people are transitioning from the crypto to stablecoins. The third thing which I wanted to show you is like different stablecoins market cap, and you can see that due to USDC Depegs, I'm not sure how much the Depegs currently. It's like 0.91, which is not that good. And like you might be wondering, is it better to stay at like 100% exposed risk, or is it better to exit now and take this 9-8% lose? In my opinion, even if you're waiting for USDC to bounce back, I would definitely exit when it comes to $1, and that's what majority of the people will do. And even if we look into the shorter time frame, we can see that like it's decreasing from hour to hour. It's not decreasing fast, but like I think in the next few hours we're gonna see even sharper decline, probably at the time when I post this video. If we are looking at the 4th hour, we can see that we even can pull data for BUSD and DAI, and DAI is also connected with USDC, and that's why we can see dropping as well. So currently USDT is the safest option, and I'm not even sure how long I would hold USDT. I would use it as immediate solution just to exit USDC and transfer to something which is more safe. Another thing that I wanted to address is the predicted funding rate, and if you look at the Bitcoin predicted funding rate, it's like super low, and usually if you look historically, that signalizes market reversal as well. We could see negative funding rate at the 15.5k. We could see it like decreasing at some other moments when we saw a bump in the market, and like it's one of the factors that is showing pretty relevant data, especially if we take a look at the like bigger time frame as like daily or weekly. Again, I'm not saying that we can't see one more leg down, but I feel that the more that we hold this area, there's like the higher odds that we're gonna reverse. The next one is open interest, which also decreased a lot, and usually when we see so high decrease, you see some kind of stabilization or increase, which is usually connected to the markets going upwards. And now the thing that I mentioned at the start is that I think that we're gonna liquidate people in 25.3k, and these positions gonna build up further during the time until we get there, because people are like super bearish about macroeconomic situation. I'm bearish as well, but maybe on a longer time frame, like summer, something like that. I don't expect us to go much lower on like super short time frame, like a week or so. I expect us like first to liquidate all these short positions and then go down to either double bottom or new lower low. Now, one analytics which I found out recently thanks to the channel Bitcoin Trading Challenge. Honestly, this guy shows some great data, and one of the data which he found is like GMX trading data, and there you can see one of the really interesting indicators, and that's net PNL. Pretty much it shows how much traders profited or lost in the trading markets, and usually when you see a big spikes, it usually signalizes a reversal. It's more accurate on a longer time frame. So for example, if we select all-time data and we go to traders net PNL, we can see that usually after we saw many profits taken, we could see like at least small reversals in the market. And this applies more for the profits than losses, but in general, when we have big spikes, we could usually see a changing trend. Another indicator that is really interesting to me is, again, if you look into the open interest, here GMX is showing exact number of shorts versus longs, which I wasn't able to find on many places. You can see it on Binance, but not this well presented, for example. And again, usually when you see that there is a lot of longs in the markets are actually going down. When you see a lot of shorts in the market, usually it's a good time to go long, because markets usually do the opposite of which majority of the people end up being it. So if we take a look at the shorter time frame, for example, if we select 2 months, if you take a look at the open interest, you can see that we are currently in the last 2 months in the position where there is like the most shorts than it was previously. So this is probably the best time to actually go long, in my opinion, you know. And like currently you can set pretty tight stop losses when you compare the potential reward to the risk. It's honestly pretty good, especially if you have another leg down, then that would be definitely an awesome moment to long the market or accumulate more assets on the spot market. I will post all these links into the description. It's all the free data, so you can use it as well. If you're interested in seeing more market updates like this, which is like something that is more raw and I can pretty much create the video and post it at the same day in comparison to what I am doing most of the time, I'm interested in hearing your opinion about this, so please comment below. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Stay strong and healthy. Bye.